Check out that sunset. You know, here in Chicago, sometimes we get beautiful sunsets every once in a while. Anyways, I'm going to talk about my van. I built it about a year ago, and I literally built this thing in a month. Now, okay, so the reason I had to build this thing out in 1 month is because back then I was going to start my motorcycle shop. I usually start it in April. April 1st, I start the motorcycle shop. And in the month of March is when I built this thing. So I was kind of on a time crunch. I kind of had to get it done because once I start the motorcycle shop, it is like a marriage. It takes all my time. So I wouldn't have had any time to build out the van. So I lived in the Econoliner 2001 E250 for about a year and a half-ish before I bought this one. How I was able to build this out in the van, I planned it. I had everything planned. I lived van life for long enough to know what I need, what I don't, what I want, and what I don't want. So I had plans for this thing, man. Yeah. So I'm going to also include a bit of a tour in this video. I'm not sure how well you can hear me. It's pretty windy out here, but anyways. What are you doing? Okay, here's one thing. I had this in the other van. If you have a dog, this only problem is it gets stuck. If you have a dog in the van with you, this thing is great. It's like 30 bucks on Amazon, and it's retractable. It's pretty long. It goes about maybe 15 feet or so, but it's nice. So here's my van. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Get a little wider. So as you saw in the previous video, I built everything in units. This whole section here is a unit, and this section here is a unit. You got your microwave, stove. This thing is actually pretty awesome. So I use ice packs in my storage unit. I am lucky enough to have a outlet, so I was able to put in a freezer, deep freezer, so I could switch out ice packs. No more ice, which is great. When I do travel, I do need to put ice in there since I don't have a deep freezer. And this right here, knob, I can open that and drain it from the ice that is melted. Jax, can you go outside? So that's nice. I got this little table here, which spins and then also spins out this way. So, which is awesome because I can set it up anywhere. Sometimes I'll put a seat here and I got someone sitting here and I'll sit there and we can have dinner, whatever. So my bed is a 4-inch foam pad, and then I used a futon mattress right on top, and this thing is super comfortable, man. So one of the things I noticed a lot of people do is they build cabinets. I was not going to even attempt that because my carpentry skills aren't all that great. So I decided to just put up a shelf and put this little lip and just have baskets, which honestly have been just great. Same thing on this side. My clothes are over there. This is like medicines and cleaning stuff. So that worked out great for me. And then I got a safe just to keep whatever in, you know, money, whatever, passports. So here's a cool thing. Let me get this out of the way. So I added the coffee maker recently, which is great. This thing is awesome. It's a single, but what's cool about it is it's these little things, and you could also put regular coffee in there if need be. So this is just a tabletop. I actually want to rebuild this because I want to use wood like this. I think it's much nicer, easier to keep clean, and this is starting to look like crap. So this whole thing got a tabletop, and the whole thing comes off. I usually just throw it right there. And underneath, I've got a 2-burner stove. Also right here, got my sink. So that's awesome. I usually just keep that there. I had a taller stove before, and that's why this thing is so tall. When I rebuild it, it'll be like a quarter of the size in height. The reason I went with the 2-burner stove is because I was having a hard time finding a decent hookup to propane with the other stove that I had. So I decided just to make 2 holes and just get these 2 stoves, which work better because then I just use those little counters. I upgraded the TV. I used to have a DVD player. Now I just have like a regular TV with a Roku, right there it is, Roku stick plugged in, powered through the TV, and they got my TV. Drawers here, buddy heater, AC, garbage. And then of course, you all know what this is. This thing flips up. I'm not going to do it just because it's a pain in the ass, but when I cook here, I have extra counter space, which is awesome. So yeah. Okay, so when I was originally going to build my van, I originally wanted to put a wall here with like a little sliding door. I thought that would have been nice. It would keep the dog out from going in front. I think it'd be better for insulation, but it just didn't work out the way I wanted to. And my father came up with an idea. He goes, why don't you just get a curved shower curtain rod and make it go up? And now it curves. That was awesome because there's no light leak. Even if there is, so what? But that was, it's always the little things, you know? So yeah, that's my van. It's pretty basic, nothing too complicated about it. I built this thing out in 1 month. Like I said, I was crunched on time, so I kind of had to, but I planned it out. Now here's the thing. I spent every day building out this van. And where I had where I was ahead, I don't have a full-time job. I'm a freelancer in the film industry, and I have a motorcycle shop that I only work seasonal. So I'm lucky enough to be able to take a month off to do this, where most people can't. So building a van out in a month when you have a regular job, it's a bit difficult. 9 to 5, it's not gonna happen. So I got lucky. I was able to do it. Check this out. So I got these regular blackout curtains, and then this is actually a scarf, and everything is, I have a rod there for the curtains, but the scarf is actually just being held up by magnets. So I have it this way, so on the inside I can control it. I can open this up, and it's like a net, which is awesome. It's a little chilly today, but once it starts to warm up, it's really nice because you still get a breeze in the van. But the net brings it down a little bit. It just creates a real nice flow in the van, especially on those warmer days. Yeah, I took a month to build this thing, and honestly, I built it out. I started, I think, like March 1st or something, and by the end of the month, I was moved into this thing. And there's a lot of upgrades since, for example, the little lights here. And these little lights. Woo, it's windy. Hey Jax, how you doing? I tapped into the gas tank so I could run the generator through that. So that's an upgrade. The TV, that whole system, that's an upgrade. And the coffee maker, that's it. That's the only upgrades I have. Other than that, this van, 4 weeks, 1 month, I had that sucker built. But I worked every single day. I gotta say, it was a really fun project, and I would love to do it again. But I'm so happy with this van right now and the build. I don't think I'm building another van anytime soon, at least for another few years. Okay, so here's another thing I want to go over. The Ford Transit. I bought this van. It's a 2015, and I bought it for $18,000 cash out the door. It had 81,000 miles. I personally, if I were to go back I would have bought another Econoliner van. I would have spent a little more money, bought another Econoliner van, extended, and then raised the top. Cut the roof off, put a raised roof. Sorry, my phone cut out there. The Ford Transits aren't bad vans, and neither are the ProMasters. I just, again, there's something about the older vehicles, and I feel like they're a little bit better built. So anyways, this is, oh, let me show you that. So one thing about the Ford Transits is the width of them kind of worried me a little bit. I'm about 5'9", 5'10"-ish, and this, I believe, I forget the exact dimensions, but I was worried that my feet was going to be up against the wall. So let me show you what I did. So this hole here, this cut-in, was originally not here. What I did, there's a cut-in on the van wall, and that is where I put in my insulation. Hey, there I am. What's up, guys? So what I did to give myself a little bit of extra feet space is I cut a hole in my wall panel, and I just used a 1-inch wood, and I made like an insert. So I took this is the original panel here, and this trim piece here is what's holding it up. So by doing it, and I actually had to take a little bit of insulation out, and I just made this an insert, and then I was able to put the little rope lights, which make it look really cool. Anyways, this is about, I don't know, look at all that dog hair, Jesus, about 1.5 inches. And let me tell you, that extra 1.5 inches of feet space, whew, night and day. And that's how I was able to build my van out in 1 month. I spent every day building it. I didn't have a 9-to-5, and I went in there with a plan. And that's exactly how you got to do it if you're looking to build your van in a month. So anyways, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Keep it simple.